So here is the scope of our exploration, at least officially. I decided to put all of our maps up in our main entrance right here, away from our exploration area upstairs, but it makes sense to put here because we're always constantly walking by it, and I think it's so cool how we've been labeling everything here. Now, there have been some changes. First and foremost, we did exploration here. I guess we added a few pathways here that weren't here before. That was so we could change out our color coding system. I completely forgot that structures outside of villages are supposed to be labeled with the blue banners. So we updated the ocean monuments. We turned it into monuments instead of ocean monuments, so the text wasn't super small. And then we also completely forgot that there's a lukewarm ocean right next to us here. So we moved that from there to here because it's really not that special. So anyways, that's all that really happened here. Super stoked that we found that swamp down there. And yeah, completely awesome. So today, in the spirit of doing things that are a bit different, we're going to find ourselves taking this book and quill again. So in this book and quill, we kind of have different things like a checklist of what we want to find while we adventure places. We have a list of villager book biomes in case we start doing some book hunting, enchantment hunting. But on the next few pages, I want us to take an inventory. And the inventory is villagers. I want to see how many villagers are in our two nearby. What is it? How many villagers are in each village nearby? Genesis Village is what we named the village next to us here because it's the first village we ever saw. Genesis is the first chapter in the Bible. I thought it was an interesting little name instead of saying the first village, because every other village name is like Boring Village, Sketchy Village, Broke Village. Yeah. So I was trying to come up with some cooler names. So we have Genesis Village here. Also Sandy Shores. That's the desert village that has yet to be shown on camera. I promise it'll be shown. It's nothing crazy. It's just a desert village that we pass on our way back. So I decided to label it, but you guys will see it eventually. But yeah, like I said, I want to take an inventory of villagers in both Genesis and Sketchy Village. I want to know what occupations are already filled, and then how many unemployed villagers there are. And maybe we could start establishing like different, or setting up different workstations there depending on what we could trade them. And the reason being is that we want a constant, stream of emeralds. The farms that we have producing stuff here, I want to be able to turn that into profit if at all possible. So I know that we'll already be doing plenty of farmer trades, but I know, for instance, if there was a butcher in a village, then we'd be able to trade sweet berries and so on and so forth. Goodness great. Tom, don't you dare do it. He just is like, all over the place here. Tom, for instance, is a great villager for us to trade melons to. It's down to, we've already been trading him up. He seems to be lost here or something. You really need to get down to your workstation, bud. You could go this way. Okay, please don't die. This is going to be embarrassing. Okay, good. Whew. All right. Well, you took some damage. Your workstation's right here, bud. Yeah, you don't need to go up there. Bad things happen when you go up there. But yeah, like I was saying, Tom, when he goes back to his workstation, there we go. We could trade him melons again for 1 melon per emerald. It's a pretty great deal. So we're not going to find those home discounts there because we cured him. But we will still be able to trade off excess, because the more villagers we have, the more trades we can make in a day. But yeah, while we take an inventory of all these villagers, I also want to build up pathways there, and then also secure the villages in case, any zombies or pillager patrols try to go through. Basically trying to make it a little bit safer for them to exist. So I figured we'd go ahead and do that and kind of have a proper pathway, and maybe have a few horse stalls for us to put Master Oogway there so that we could efficiently go from point A to point B. Can I trade you again? Okay. Yeah, I was waiting for him to update his trades once more. But yeah, that's the plan here today, and we'll probably do some other stuff too because the agenda is pretty light, but that'll come as we get there. So anyways, what I'm going to do is what is it? Get my thoughts together, and we're going to make our way to Genesis Village to see what types of villagers are there. Okay, so we have taken Master Oogway to Genesis Field, or Genesis Village here. Genesis Field. That actually has a ring to it. I don't know. Anyways, we're here, and I converted this into a pen for him. It was a pen for animals before, I think so. Anyways, villagers are already going to their bed, but this might actually be a perfect time to tally up the villagers here. This is actually our first time being here during the night, so it might actually give us a chance to light up the place. There seems to be a ton of villagers here. Goodness gracious. But yeah, this will give us a chance to light up the place at the very least and take an inventory here. Oh, goodness gracious. We have a cleric. That's good. Okay. But yeah, this is going to be kind of messy, I think. Maybe we could sleep, because zombies are definitely going to spawn any second now. I'm just kind of placing down torches before it gets crazy. And rain is not fun. And yeah, I think we'll be able to take an inventory of villagers because they all go to like the bell or the town square in the morning. So yeah, a few more torches to go here, and then we're going to do just that. All right, the area is pretty lit up. Oh, goodness gracious. This is going to be tough to count. This is going to be a complete mess, at least at this village, because it's so spread out. So I'm just going to go by how many employed villagers we have here. So we know about our cartographer friend because we created him, basically. So let's go ahead and write down cartographer 1. And again, we're going to do inventory like this. If we have multiple, then we'll do that. Okay, so 1 cartographer here, 2 unemployed fellas there. So I guess we could try to mark that, I guess. I don't know. This is going to be a lot tougher to track here. Okay, I believe this is a weaponsmith. Okay, so we have a weaponsmith. And I'm seeing 2 farmers plus another unemployed. So we'll do that. Oh, I found 1 more here. 1 more unemployed. Oh, 2, 3, 4 more unemployed. Goodness gracious, there's so many of you. There's a lot of opportunity here, and it looks like they're headed to workstation. Oh, no. This is what we wanted to avoid. Oh, no. Oh, you poor guy. I'm just going to put you out of your misery. I'm so sorry. Okay. Well, that's sad. We had another farmer. Is our cleric okay? Did we have more that died? I hope our cleric's okay. Oh no, there's our cleric. Wonderful. Okay, so we'll add a cleric to the list here. And I think since one of those farmer villagers just died, I'm pretty sure another one's going to take up his role here. So what is it? Yeah, we have 2 farmers that I could see right now. And I'm sure there's going to be a 3rd one momentarily, I think. But we'll keep it at 2 for now. Yeah, it looks like there's plenty of opportunity to have more villagers take on roles here. So that's good to know. And we could start like placing workstations in other places. And we might actually want to find a better spot for this guy's workstation already, just because it's kind of out of place here. So maybe put it in this corner. Perfect. Okay, we will return here in a bit. We lit up the area, which is great, but now we want to check on Sketchy Village. So be right back. We just need to go up the mountain right there, essentially. Oh, lordy, yeah, this village is a complete mess. I'm already seeing a villager right there on the edge. I totally forgot about this. Oh, goodness. Yeah, just villagers everywhere, essentially. This is why we called it Sketchy Village. It's an absolute mess here. Terrain generation at its finest, but we'll still try to get a tally here for all the different villagers that, you know, happen to survive here, I guess. Okay, when it becomes nighttime here, I'm really hoping villagers find their home. That's going to be an issue. So we have 1 villager here. We had another one over here that was unemployed. Let's see who actually has a job here. So we have a blast furnace, which means we should have a villager associated with that, right? We have a cartographer, which is nice, and we should have a cleric here too. Where are you guys? There should be no unemployed. There should be a farmer here. Where are you at, bud? Okay, see, you should have a role, right? No, you don't. Of course you don't. It makes too much sense for you to have a role. So you could walk this way. You could pathfind your way to a job. Then this guy too. I mean, goodness gracious. All you have to do is go up the hill, bud. Oh, hold up. They're pathfinding now. That's great. Okay, there's our armorer. So we have one cartographer, one armorer. Who are you? That's our cartographer. Did somebody become a cleric yet? What's going on here? Oh, we got someone up here. Okay, yeah, this definitely needs some rework here. Okay, it looks like we have a cleric now. And I need to find a way to get you a path down here, sir. We're just gonna, yeah, it's gonna look ugly, but it's better than you just wasting space here. Okay, there you go. Here's your path down. Okay, let's figure this out. These villages definitely need some work. This might be a little bit more work than I anticipated. Okay. So area is lit up decently. This guy's door is busted. Yeah, we're going to have to sleep here. I'm going to kick you out of your bed. I apologize, but this is for your own safety. Yeah, I think we're down to, let's take out the cleric here. We don't have one. But still 3 villagers. Could have more eventually. We just might need to help them breed up the population, maybe centralize it a bit more. That is an issue here. And the more I'm thinking about this, the more it makes me not want to connect and trade with this village here. I mean, it's nice. We have an extra armor. We got a, oh, yeah, the cartographer that we already knew about. Wait, we just have 2 cartographers. That's what's going on. Okay, you found a role too. Wonderful. We could update our book here real quick. So, what is it? 2 cartographers and 0 clerics. So, oh, and I got this backwards. This is Sketchy Village. There we go. Okay, so Genesis Village trades. That's where we're at. We have quite a bit of villagers there. Sketchy Village could be supplemental, but it's nothing crazy. So, I think we could leave this one alone, because it's just such a mess. Even though it is close, I just don't want to deal with it, quite frankly. You seem like a nice fella. But it's just something we have, I guess, and if we ever want to come back here, we can. But yeah, literally, having our home right here, having the village here, surely that's a reason why the population is kind of low. I'm almost certain of it, given that that door was beaten down, but yet that villager is still alive, so that kind of tells a story here. But yeah, give me a few seconds here, guys. I just want to gather my thoughts before we continue the episode here, just so we could kind of have a plan. You gotta be kidding me. He found his way up again. I just can't. I don't even know what to do anymore. Tom, I don't care what happened. That's just comedy right there. Okay. So, I got my thoughts together. So I was looking at our little ledger here almost. I don't even know what to call it. So in Genesis Village, we have 1 cartographer, 1 weaponsmith, 2 farmers, and 1 cleric. But we also have 7 unemployed villagers. At Sketchy Village, even though it frustrates me, they do have 2 other roles here. An armorer and a toolsmith that we do not have here in Genesis Village. So if we ever want to trade up an armorer or toolsmith, that's the place to go to still. Here's a list of every single villager occupation. And the ones with stars next to it means we don't have any of these in any of those villages, which, what is it? A butcher, a fisherman, a fletcher, a leather worker, a librarian, a mason, and a shepherd. All very useful villagers. So what I'm thinking is that, what is it? We have 7 villagers total, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 roles that are unfilled and 7 unemployed villagers in Genesis Village. So it works out perfectly to where I think we should definitely have 1 of each villager type there. I'm also thinking we should place some walls around the area there. How are we doing? I guess we could do stone brick walls. I think we'll need like 6 stacks. Again, this is actually kind of a waste. Hold on. I could get, what is it, cobble or even deep slate walls. I could actually get deep slate and make it look like a nicer wall. From our mine here, yeah, Tom, you keep jumping, bud. So we could run into our mine real quick, get some deep slate, turn it into walls, and then we're going to head on over to Genesis Village alongside all of the necessary workstations to employ the rest of the villagers who don't have a role yet. Okay, I got carried away and this guy's running away. Get back to your workstation. Do it now before you're locked out of the village. I've been walling this place up and it's looking pretty good. Yeah, I kind of did it overnight while all the villagers were sleeping, and it's a long process here, so it bled on into the daytime here. Wow. This is a pretty view, by the way. This is the lukewarm ocean where we'll have to go for a sniffer adventure eventually to try to find a sniffer egg. I saw a little bit of ruins during our exploration here, so just an aside, but I need this guy to get back to his workstation. Yeah, let's pathfind our way back, good sir. Because we're almost done here. I guess while we allow him the chance to pathfind back, here's what happened. I walled off this whole edge here. Not 100%, but most of the way. So, yeah, it's very low chances that any intruders will get in here. And it's lit up almost 100% on the inside as well. So, yeah, if we take a look here, yeah, we have a wall going all the way up here. This is not supposed to be here. Yeah, but anyways, it edges off right here towards the entrance where the skeleton must have burned up. And yeah, anyways, villagers are just kind of roaming about here, but it's nice and safe for the most part. It's a lot safer than what it was before, as far as the walls go, the defense of the village. So this is our last little area here to kind of defend it. It's not 100% secure, but it's, you know, 90%. So leave it to the other 10% to really screw the pooch here. And I think we're all set here. Hold up. Is our cleric? Yep. Okay, he's back in. Wonderful. Let's close this puppy up. Just in case some drowned get any ideas, I'm kind of walling this off. But again, not 100%. Just, you know, trying to get most of it secure. Hopefully it helps. I have no idea. Okay, so now is a good time to get some of our villagers employed here. That's not good. Yeah, this is definitely a way in. Hold up. We need to take care of this real quick. Okay, so we actually have the 3 farmers here, which is great and all, but it means that we're not going to be able to employ every single villager now. But let's give it a go. I have all the workstations created here. So I want to go ahead and make a workstation or place down a workstation for a butcher. This one's going to be very important to us with sweetberry. I also forgot there's dried kelp trades too. So we also have a mason here, by the way. We place this down to make the, what is it, the deep slate walls already. So FYI, we have a mason. One of you are going to be a butcher, and we're going to place that. Hold up. Let's place the butcher right here. Hopefully it's not crammed space. There we go. Okay, so our butcher is going to go here. Who decided to... It looks like this is our butcher. While we're waiting on that, might as well throw a Fletcher. We'll put this workstation outside here just because it's a little crammed. Who decided... Okay, it looks like that's going to be our Fletcher. It's such an exciting time here employing the village. Look at you. Wow, I kind of want to re-roll that trade. That's a bad, like the rabbit trade's just not good. This is how you re-roll trades, by the way. So you're not a butcher after all. We could get rabbit stew and sell raw chicken. That's a great trade there. The Muchacho family's not going to be pleased, though. The Fletcher trades, by the way, incredible. Reason being is it's so easy, especially when you have an income of wood. Look how easy it is to get emeralds here. I just turned sticks into emeralds. Effortless. So Fletchers are great for that reason. Masons, once we trade it up a bit, First off, bricks. Incredible that we could just get bricks so easily now, right? We just turned sticks into bricks. That rhymed. But yeah, I don't know. This is why we're employing all the village here, because it's nice to have these trades in place. Let's go ahead and place down a loom. Let's place a loom right here. Let's see who wants to be a shepherd. Oh, looks like you do. Wonderful. Okay, and we could trade white wool and brown wool for emeralds. Not the best trades, but white wool, we'll take it. We have plenty of it. And there's our cartographer. Our cartographer. Wow, I can't speak today. And are we out of villagers already? Because we still have a few professions, 3 to be exact. I want us to have a fisherman, which I thought this would be the perfect place for a fisherman right near the dock. So maybe we could place this and see if somebody... Oh, not that. Place this and see if anybody comes. By the way, carrots and potatoes can be traded with this guy here. Still rotten flesh, right? We'll bring over some rotten flesh and trade you up. And then beetroots and carrots. Okay, not bad. I'm not seeing any more villagers here. We somehow overcounted villagers here. Or maybe some zombies got a hold of villagers, but I never saw that. Oh, there's one. Okay, so I need to lure you in here. So you're going to be a leather worker for now. Come on in. There you go. We could get some fancy armor that way. Let's see if you work your way over to the other workstation. I think that's... Oh, no. Come here. You could be a librarian now. Oh. Wait, you're actually... Hold up. Come here. Where are you going? This guy's confused. Where are you headed to, bud? Okay, everyone's going to the town square right now. This is a perfect time to see if there's any more unemployed villagers here. So it might be redundant to have 3 villagers, because we have wheat and potatoes here. And then you have beetroot and carrots. And then you have the potatoes and carrots, right? We're going to get rid of one of you, and then we're going to have to breed up villagers as well. So that's going to be our plan here. We probably need to put down another bed, or actually we probably have the bed capacity here. It's just a matter of getting a villager bred up here. So there's our one unemployed. I'm going to take out only one of these here. I'm going to take out this one here. There we go, because it's towards the edge of the village. So whoever had this one, it's just the luck of the draw. We should be able to trade up with the rest of the villagers here. And then subsequently, we will place a cauldron. We'll place it right out here because this is right near the cows. It makes sense. And then as far as a lectern goes for a librarian, we will hang on to that. Looks like we have a taker for this role right here. You are now our leather worker. Look at that. We could trade leather for emeralds. That's going to be great. Oh my gosh. There's so many ways to get profits now. This is incredible. But yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab an inventory of carrots, try to give that to the villagers here, and then hopefully we get some baby villagers, which we could then add to the workforce eventually. Okay, guys, so there are a few steps to breeding villagers here. First and foremost, you give them carrots. They love these. So once you give them carrots or any other types of village or food that they recognize and can pick up in their inventory, they'll start tossing it to each other. And if there's enough beds, yeah, look at that. So you just toss them some carrots, and if there's enough beds, they will, yeah, hold up. This might happen. We'll see, unless there's not enough beds in the area here. Yep, okay, there you go. So not enough beds in the area. So I will go ahead, place another one there. Oh, goodness gracious. And it looks like they're going on with their... Oh, wait, there's the baby. It happened. Okay, we missed it. But now we have a baby villager. I don't really think this bed was necessary, by the way. I think I jumped the gun. But anyways, there's a baby villager that's going to grow up to be a librarian eventually. So how wonderful. And I'm going to place this right here for when you're all grown up. So yeah, I figured it wouldn't be a bad idea here if we actually give carrots to just a few other villagers here, just so we could build up even more population if necessary. Even if it's even if we're able to, I guess I should say. So one other thing we could do too is not place water there. Plant carrots here so that farmers can harvest it and they'll actually pick it up and keep it in their inventory. And that's another way we can kind of keep a sustainable villager population here. In the event one of them dies or whatnot, this is a way for it to kind of recoup, so to speak. This guy actually buys carrots here, but we're gonna just give a few more out here. Hey, here you go. There's some carrots. Everybody takes some. I'll give it to you for free. And yeah, I'm just hoping, I guess you don't want them. I'm just hoping we can keep a sustainable population here through this method, I guess. Oh, here's our fisherman. Look at that. So I can sell ya coal and you could cook fish for me. How nice. Hey, take some carrots. Get the good carrots right there. There we go. And then we have our leather worker that we already saw before. So it looks like we almost have every single roll filled. There you go. Perfect. And plenty of carrots to go around. So now, while we're waiting for baby villager to grow up and become a librarian, what we're going to go ahead and do here is we're going to go ahead and connect this road up to our area. I feel like in the name of history, I want to call this the Silk Road, even though it's a lot less dramatic. If you guys are familiar with the Silk Road that connected Persia with the rest of the world, essentially, or the Western world, I guess, the Middle East, Western world, it was one of the historically longest trade routes ever. So pretty awesome stuff, and this is going to be one of the shortest trade routes ever. But yeah, we're still going to call it the Silk Road. So there's a partially inaccurate history in a nutshell. I'm sure anybody else who wants to fill in the blanks on the Silk Road could do so in the comments below. But yeah, this isn't going to be too special of a pathway. I'm just going to go ahead and do it and then share it once it's all done. So give me a few moments and let's see how this turns out. Okay, let's take this for a test drive. That took longer than expected, but we have a pathway all built up. So we also created a junction. I wanted one of the pathways to go through this area here, our spawn chunks, in case you guys forgot where we came from, right here. And right through the center of here, and eventually I want to decorate. I do it with all my worlds. I want to decorate the spawn chunk area here. I just don't know what to do exactly yet. But this is centered right with the middle of it, and we have a pathway that heads right here to this junction. If we go this way, this takes us to our enchanted forest, which gives us this bit of land here to work with in the future. So maybe we could think of placing something in this pathway here because we have all this land near a junction. So something to keep our mind on, I guess, or keep in the back of our mind, right? The back pocket. But anyways, when you split off this way, it goes right on the route that we thought about. And yeah, just kind of winds right on through the plains landscape here, and we head right in to the entrance of our village, Genesis Village. How awesome. Okay, so if we go in here, you stay right there, Master Uguay. Take a look at this. We have almost every single type of villager here, and maybe we could get every single type squeezed into this village. It's pretty nice. But yeah, if you guys have ideas for the village, let me know. In my last series, I did a whole village revamp before. Maybe something we could do in the future, but it takes a lot. So I'm kind of indifferent to it. But for now, Genesis Village, we're able to start establishing trade. And I think that's something we're going to do off camera here. You guys have seen the trading mechanic already. But I plan on just, taking some of the stuff we already farmed up and maybe farm up some other stuff. And maybe we could show off the progress in the next episode on, how much loot we've gathered from trading these guys. But yeah, this was lots of fun. Not a whole lot of building, but a lot more of laying the framework for opening up the game for us. So this is huge. Oh, you grew up. Smite 5. That's an interesting one here. Hold up. Let's see. Hold up. Let's see if we could re-roll this to a better book. I forget what Plains Villagers even do, but let's take a look. Let's see if we could re-roll this sucker. You're just unemployed again. Poor guy. Oh, there's an iron golem. Okay. Well, I guess we'll try to re-roll that at some point. We'll see what he ends up wanting to do. Yeah, but he's just kind of hanging out with the boys right now. That's what he's doing. Just hanging out with the boys, having a good time. So we'll let these villagers be. They could have an awesome time here. Let's head on down to the Enchanted Forest and answer one of your beautiful questions or comments today. Okay, so today's comment comes from EagleFeather001, and they said, enjoying your videos, would you consider building a small well? I think it would fit well in your world. No pun intended, huh? Keep up the great content. Thank you for your time. Well, thank you for your time for watching, Eagle Feather. And I love that idea of a well. I know that this is an old suggestion here, and it's just about finding the right place for it. Like maybe we could place a well like right here or something. And maybe I can kind of, what is it? I don't know. Somewhere in here. Place it. We'll leave that there just to remind us to build a well here, or maybe somewhere else. But I love that suggestion. I think it's a great thing to add, especially on a pathway like this, to add more interest on the trip, right? So I think that's an awesome suggestion. So just thank you so much for your support on the series, Eagle Feather. It really means a lot. Wow, we really need to do some river landscape here. I think as we start upgrading our tools and, having the means to repair our tools a lot more, we could start to tackling bigger projects such as, terraforming this hill or the river here and just making it a lot more scenic and beautiful. But that's going to be in another episode. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in, watching, liking the video, disliking the video, just any interaction at all. Just you being here is incredible, and I really do appreciate all the support on the series. It is overwhelming, and Tom also appreciates it too. He appreciates it so much that he decides to torment me and not stay downstairs and just hang out here in the wide open, waiting to get mauled by zombies. So, yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you hated it, leave a dislike and tell me why. This has been Impala 100, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Take care for now.